everybody. Good morning or good afternoon, whatever time it is there. Today we have something really special happening. Today, my boyfriend and I are actually going to the Renaissance Fair in our local area. So if you have one going on in your area, I think you should go. I think they're fun. This is going to be my first ever Renfair. So let me know if you've been to one before. I did my nails like fairy-esque because I love that. And today we are going to be doing a makeup look to kind of go along with that. I have elf ears that I'm also going to wear. I've already done my hair. So get ready with me for the rest of this adventure. We're going to do makeup, and then depending on how much time we have, I might come back with the full look. We'll see. If not, you will definitely see pictures on Instagram. I'll post some there. And so without further ado, let's get started. First things first we're going to do is we're going to do our eyes first. And I haven't really given a whole lot of thought about what I'm doing, except I know I want to do greens and yellows. Or maybe yellow. I'm not sold on yellow, but I do know I want to do green. Because my costume is kind of like barmaid green and brown, and it has a little bit of white in it too. So definitely leaning towards the greens, which is perfect because my hair has, the darker blue has faded to a beautiful aquamarine green. So perfect. We're just taking the Profusion eyeshadow primer in white, and we're going to just apply this all over my eye. And yes, it looks like it gets everywhere. That's okay, because our foundation and stuff is going to cover that up later. And we're also going to put gems and false lashes on, I think, and we're just going to do it up really fancy today. And there we go. Once you've got your eyeshadow base on, we are going to take my Naked Reloaded palette because it has the best shade that's the closest to my skin tone, which is called Bribe. Yes, Bribe. And that's the shade right there. You can see I've hit pan on it because I just take my brush, dip it in, and then I go right under the brow bone just to blend that down. You see how it goes from stark white to more of a neutral color? That's kind of what we're doing. And we're just going to do it on the other side. And it also helps colors blend out a little bit easier. And now, let's see. Just trying to think of what I want to do next. I think we're going to do some oranges in the crease. I gotta grab my other palette and my other brush. There's the other brushes I wanted. I'm so excited. So we're going to take this color called Peachy right here, this one right here, and we're going to put that just above our crease lightly, just to help things blend. When we get our actual crease color there, it'll help it blend. And I have been loving green eyeshadow lately. It's been one of my favorite things. Ooh. I've decided that for my lid, we're going to take this moss color when it gets to that point, because I used it the other night for the first time, and I absolutely was in love with the way it looked. So we're just going to take a little bit more of that peachy color and just make sure that everything is blending out beautifully. And then we're going to, let's see, trying to decide what shade to take next, because we're going to do our crease first and then we're going to go in with moss later. we're going to take the shade called Agent, which is this shade right here, and deepen up the crease a little bit. And this is a very orangey, kind of warm brown color. Actually, it's straight up orange. It's not like a warm brown. It's just straight up like a muted pumpkin-y orange, which I like. So we're just going to blend that in, and I'm just looking in a mirror to make sure that everything I'm putting on is super blended and fun. Then if you need to go back and make sure everything's a little bit more blended, just go back in with that clean brush that you used earlier for that shade that was closest to my skin tone. Okay. Now that we've done that, we are going to take the shade Top Secret in this palette, which is a beautiful army green, and we are going to put that in the outer corner and into the crease. And we're just going to apply that just like that. Why not? And then flip up the edge of the brush, because we're gonna kind of create a little bit of a wing with it. And go through the crease with whatever's left. Just like that. And now we're going to take a smaller fluffy brush and we are going to blend that. And we're just gonna start by working in little small circles. Just like that. And you see the difference? And then we're just keep blending. Because see, look at how gorgeous that is. And if you need to, take a little bit more on your brush. And if you need to deepen it up, like I did on this side to make it look more like this side, just make sure, you know, you're keeping it as even as possible, because your eyes should look like you did them both the same way. And that's hard to do. But especially when you have one eye that's more hooded than the other, it can be really difficult. But there we go. We've done it. Yay, it's looking so good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that shade called Moss, which is a gorgeous green that has a little bit of a color shifting way to it. It kind of looks red too when you shift it a certain way. I don't know why I said sift. That's weird. I can't talk today. I'm so excited. But look at how gorgeous that color is when applied straight to the lid. Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. And we're just gonna apply that to the whole entire lid. same thing on this side. And the thing I love about fairies is that you don't have to be good or bad, especially for mythology, the fairies of myth, because fairies could be good or evil depending on the whim, you know. And I love that. I love the little mischievous imp kind of image that fae and fairies have. But that's just me. So let's see. Next up, let's go ahead and go in with our foundation and stuff, and then we'll come back and finish up the eyes. So let's go ahead and get that started. I've already washed and moisturized my face. I'm going to prime with the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer by Hard Candy. This is one of my favorites. And I do notice that when I tend to use this, that my foundation does tend to last just a little bit longer. It doesn't break down so easily, and I know I'm going to be in the heat, and so I don't want my foundation coming off. And secondly, I have a little sample of foundation from Elizabeth Arden. I don't remember which one this is, but that's what we're going to use today. So I like the finish of this foundation. I don't like the smell. It smells like Play-Doh. So if you're very sensitive to scents, I would say stay away from this one. But once you get it all blended out on your skin, you don't notice that bad. And so what we're doing with this is we're just kind of evening out all the skin tones. And then I'm going to be using concealer to go in and actually conceal like acne, redness, stuff like that. So I'm just taking my dry beauty blender. You can dampen it, well, it's not actually a beauty blender, it's a beauty sponge, but you can dampen one if you want to. I'm just lazy and don't feel like getting up to go dampen it, so this is what you get. It is softer and does blend a little easier if you dampen it, but like I said, I'm just being lazy today and don't want to get up and take the extra time to do it. But see how much that looks like skin, but how much it covered like redness and stuff? Beautiful. And then because we are going as fairy or fae, or you know, depending on your region and definition and all of that, we are going to also use some of the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is the shade Fair. So we're just gonna kind of shake it up a little, mix it up, pull some out, and just dab it on really wherever you feel like it. And because it's all gonna get blended all over the skin anyway. But I do actually really enjoy that stuff. And you can mix it in with your foundation if you want. You can put it on like I did, almost as liquid highlighter. Or you can put it on underneath your foundation if you want. But look at how dewy we are now. Okay, next up we are going to use a little bit of our concealer. And today we're just going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Fair Beige. This is the regular version, not the hydrating. I'm not a big fan of the hydrating Camo Concealer. But if you are, go for it. Use what you like. And then, because makeup is also subjective anyway, We're not all gonna like exactly what the other one likes, and that is okay. Don't let anybody try to shame you into using certain products. I hate that. This is just what I like and what I like to do. You do what you like and what you like to do. Okay, so we're gonna let that set for a second, and then we're gonna blend it. I was gonna use a brush to blend it in, but I couldn't find my brush, so we're just gonna go in with my sponge as close to my eye as we can get without getting it in my eye, hopefully. And then smudge it up towards the bridge of the nose. Just like that. And that's what you want to look like. And same here. Sorry, I open my mouth like that because I think it helps me blend, but it doesn't. And I just take whatever excess I have all over. And actually, I was gonna conceal like the little red marks on my neck and stuff, but I think we're gonna leave them. I can't really notice them that much. I doubt anybody else will either. I don't think anybody's gonna make a big deal out of it. If they do, that's their problem, not mine. So let's see, that's the liquid liner. We're gonna need that. I'm gonna finish the rest of my base now. We're going to go with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Bronzette. I don't know what shade that is. That's what it looks like. I've used a lot of this. I actually really enjoy this. And we're gonna layer cream and powder products today just to make sure that everything kind of has that staying power. So because fairies are out in the sun quite a bit, and so I think they would be bronzy and, you know, tan and all of that. So I think that's fun and helps me experience something just a little bit different. And we're also going to do gems on my face today, I think, just to help it be extra fun. And I have nail gems that I actually put, you know, eyelash glue on, and that's how they stick to the face. So, let's see here. Next up, we're gonna do blush, and I'm torn between using an actual really peachy blush and a blush that is more pink. I think for today, for the look we're going for, we're gonna go for a more peachy warm blush. I just think it'll look better. And that's a lot. This is the Revolution Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blush in the shade Mai Tai. I love this shade. It looks really orange. It looks like it's not gonna work, but it will. Look at that. Look at that. It's a very blushed look, but like I said, I think because fairies spend a lot of time out in the sun, they're gonna look like they spend a lot of time out in the sun. And then just take whatever's left on your brush, do your nose. And then if you need to, come back in with your beauty blender and just kind of soften it. Soften the edges. Okay, you see the difference there? Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. Love it. 10 out of 10. All right, next up, okay, we've done bronzer, blush, we've done liquid highlighter. We're going to do a powder highlighter at the end. we're gonna go ahead and set the face as it is now with just some powder foundation from CoverGirl. This is the Clean Matte Powder Foundation, and one, I think either the lightest shade or one of the lightest shades. Because I'm fair. I'm extremely fair. I am the fairest person I have ever met. And let's see, just kind of dab it on the areas that I know that I sweat the most, which is right here on my upper lip. Don't know why, but that's where all the sweat collects every time. So now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and go in with our liquid liner. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner, and we're going to do a wing. Now, you do your liquid liner however you want. If you want to do it with a pencil, do it with a pencil. Whatever's easiest for you. I find it's easiest to look straight ahead in a mirror, relax my eyes, and then draw the line. I'll come in closer so you can kind of see. And see? Okay. So, and then I relax my eye again, and I just bring that line across. I'm not going for the most dramatic wing right now. And then that's how I do my wing liner. Make sure if you're going to shake up your eyeliner that you have the lid on really well. Otherwise you get this, and that's not fun for anybody. So let's try that again. Okay. And I know I'm being very quiet, but liner takes a lot of concentration for me so I don't mess it up. Even still, I've been doing liquid liner a long time, and I still have to be almost super quiet in order not to mess it up. Alright, and they look pretty much even. They're never going to be exact, especially if you have hooded eyes like me. Don't even expect that. So, and this is dried, by the way. It dries fairly quickly. We're going to curl our lashes. We're going to do our mascara. Then we're going to do our false lashes. And then we're going to do the gems. Then we're going to do our eyebrows and then our lips, so that you have kind of an idea of what's going on. And I absolutely hate curling my eyelashes, but I know if I don't, I look crazy, so because my eyelashes are straight. And we're going to be using a waterproof mascara today because I know I'm going to be sweating a lot. And I always, this mascara is very, very liquidy, so I like to dab off a lot of the excess. This is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud waterproof mascara, and then we're just gonna, and it takes quite a few seconds, actually up to like 2 to 3 minutes for it to dry fully. So try to avoid poking yourself in the eye and try and avoid sneezing with it, because otherwise you're going to get black all underneath your eyes. And you still might, just by gently blinking. So we're going to let that dry. Actually, we're going to go ahead and do our eyebrows while that's drying. That way, that part of it's done. This is the brow pomade by, I think it was Makeup Revolution, in the shade Blonde. This is the shade Blonde. That does not look blonde to me, but that being said, I do like my eyebrows to look a little bit darker, so I don't mind, but this is not a very flattering blonde shade. Well, when you do it like I do, but like, I like my eyebrows and I have a complicated history, because half the time it looks like I have no eyebrows, and then the other half of the time, if I do them where I like them, where they look a little bit darker, it looks kind of crazy. So, you know, my brow days just vary drastically on how they look. So I just get some on my brush and then dab off some of the excess, and then I just kind of go to town, just coloring them in. The undertone is good. I just wish it was a little bit lighter in color, like a level lighter. Because I'd say this is like a level 6. And my natural hair is like a level 7, maybe a level 6. I don't know. My natural hair is weird. This is color. My hair's not actually this blonde. Not anymore. It used to be, but not anymore. Okay. All right. Brows are done. Lashes still ain't dry. So let's go ahead and do lips. I think I'm going to wear this e.l.f. O Face lipstick in the shade Dirty Talk. These makeup companies, sometimes they be going too wild with their names. Not saying I don't like it, but sometimes they are just a little bit extra. And that is the perfect My Lips But Better shade, almost, I think. And because the eyes are so dramatic, I didn't want to go too far in the opposite direction and do really dramatic lips, though you can, because I did this look the other night and I did a black lip liner with red in the middle, blended like an ombre lip. Oh my goodness, it was gorgeous. But I think today I'm going to keep it a little bit more simple. And then we're going to use the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in this shade Pink Sugar. So and that just, look at that. That looks gorgeous. All right, now it's time to do lashes. And I'm looking for my tweezers. There they are. There's a pair, not the ones I was looking for necessarily. Well, there's the ones I was looking for. So, And these are the lashes I put on the other day. I just took them off and we can reuse them. And I did not have to trim these lashes down. They are from Kiss. They are the DLSMO2. They are the flirty version. You can see where I took the 2 lashes off the packaging. And then we're just going to do a thin line of glue. Oops. Try to keep it at a thin line. Don't be like me and glob it on at the end there. I don't know if you can see that. Then wait a few seconds. Put them on your tweezers. And you want to drop them off in the middle first, and then and try not to blink too much, because and then stick them on at the outer corner, and then stick them on at the inner corner, and then just gently press them into place. And see, look at how good those look. All right, and do the same. I don't think I put enough glue on this one, so we're gonna go in with another layer. And it might be best if you put them on in a mirror up close, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I was trying to show you without doing that, but yeah. Lashes are something you kind of have to hold on, let me. All right, there we go. It took me a minute, but so if it takes you a few minutes or a few tries to get it right, don't stress out. It does that to everybody. So, all right, and now we're just gonna put on some highlighter, and then well, I'm gonna stop the look here. I am actually gonna put some gems on, I think, but I'm going to stop the video here because all you have to do to put the gems on is pick out the gems you want, apply the eyelash glue to the back of the gem, and then place it wherever you want on your face. And I'm just going to use this ColourPop highlighter, Super Shock highlighter, and right there on my cheeks, right here on the kind of the tip of my nose, and then a little bit on my chin. And then that's it. So here is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!